tan. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup right here. I am doing a one brand tutorial because I've not done one in so long. I used to do them all the time on my channel, and then I deleted quite a lot of them because I hated the makeup. It was awful. But today I'm doing a Makeup Forever one brand because if you did not know, recently I did a masterclass with them at their new Manchester store and we had so much fun, and they very kindly sent over a bunch of products for me to like try out. And because obviously a lot of you wanted to come to the masterclass but only 5 of you could come, I thought I'd film a tutorial that's sort of like, it's not the makeup that I did, but it's kind of like similar. It's the same lipstick and the same colours on the eyes, so I thought I'd show you the makeup that I did for it, kind of, even though it's not the same, which is what I just said. I thought I'd show you the sorts of products and stuff that I was using for those of you who wanted to come but couldn't. I wish you all could have come. We had so much fun. Next time. So I really hope you like the look. If you want to see how I achieved it, then just keep watching, and happy Halloween because I won't speak to you before then. Let's go. So I'm going to start with eyes because I feel like I want to do something kind of dramatic, but I asked on Twitter if you wanted to see a liner look or a no liner look, and no liner one. So I feel like I'm still going to do something that's semi-dramatic, but without the liner, because I feel like I'm a new woman. I've not done wing liner in ages, but I'm kind of loving it. So I'm just going to use some concealer as a primer. This is the Ultra HD concealer. I'm going to use as many Makeup Forever brushes as I can. I've got 5 here, I'm pretty sure. I am going to need a couple of others as well though, so I'll just use like MAC ones, but I'll list all the products and all the brushes that I've used down below, which I do every single time I ever do a tutorial. So we're going to use a 144. I love this brush because it's like a medium sized flat shader brush, so it's not so small that you can't do things like concealer, but it's not too big to do like lid stuff with it. Plonk. What the fuck am I doing? Wow. Right, it's kind of pale, so I'm just going to go over with some foundation. I love this concealer though, like it's like such a good coverage for a concealer. Eyes are primed. Oh my god, I look really weird right now. This is when you can see like where my brow is microbladed because the concealer just covers it right up. So I'm just going to start with a sort of like warm transition colour. This is MG50. They all have like numbered names, so I'm just going to link everything and list everything down below because it gets confusing. I want to do like a cat shape with the makeup today, like a wing shape like I usually do, but I kind of want to do it like quite smoked out. Honestly, whenever I sit down and I don't actually know the look that I'm going to film, anything could happen, boys and girls. My favourite thing about these shadows is like the blendability. Well, I mean the pigmentation, the blendability, and the like creaminess of them. Even though they're a powder, they're like really buttery. And then I'm going to go over top. This is M738. Again, I'll leave it numbered and listed down below. It's just like a slightly warmer, it's like a sort of warm terracotta, browny, red. All the colours you can think of. Oh, I love this colour. Like, doesn't that just make you want to die? Well, no, but you know. I don't know, there's just like delve into the pink. There's like a really rich pink colour here. I'm going to use this one instead for the minute. This is M600. I'm going to use a bit more of a tapered brush just because it's a little bit darker. I'm going to mix in like a little bit of the pink though, just like a touch of it. I don't want it to be like as vibrant as that colour is, but I do want like, you know, a bit of pink going on. That side's come out more pink. This is a thing with mixing eyeshadows, like sometimes I put a bit too much of one in and then they just look different. And then I'm going to use this on the very outer corner. This is M608. I'm just going to like pat this on. Maybe I'll do this on like, maybe I'll do like halo eye. Let's do it. So I'm putting it on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then I'm going to do the centre with something like really sparkly. If I even know where that sparkly eyeshadow's gone that I fell in love with. I mean, you should probably do this with a more precise brush. But YOLO. I love this colour. I really like purples on like blue-green eyes. I just feel like they complement them so well. If I ever blend eyeshadow too high, I always take like a powder brush that's just got like translucent powder or something on, and I just blend the edges away with that. I feel like that's like a good tip. It doesn't do loads, but it definitely like helps it out a little bit. So this is one of the Aqua Cremes. This is in the shade 13. It's like a really pale, I'd say like a rose champagne gold. Jesus, that's not a joke. Okay, I'm gonna put diamond powder on top, which is like a sort of glitter. This is in number 2, I believe. Yeah. Boom. Done. I'm going to clean the edges up. I'm just going to use some concealer. I don't want to use a makeup wipe because I have fake tan on my face and it's going to rub off. I'm just going to do lashes off camera. The lashes that I'm going to be wearing are the J Makeup by Lilly lashes. If you didn't already know, I'm obsessed with these at the minute. They're just so fluffy. Like, I'll try and show you a close-up. Like, I don't know if you can see, but they're just so pretty. And they've got like a cat shape to them, so they're perfect for looks like this. So I'm going to whip those on, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, lashes are on. As you can see, I don't know if it's just me, but I love these lashes. Like, they're so, ooh, you know? So onto skin, I'm going to start with a primer. So I'm going to be using a mix of the hydrating primer, which looks like so, and then also the smoothing primer, which looks like so. When Julian did my makeup and we sort of created the look for the masterclass that I did not so long ago, I explained to him that I have dry skin, so the hydrating one is obviously good to add like the moisture back in, and then we use the smoothing one in like my T-zone area and like just on the sort of centres of my cheeks where I get sort of largish pores. Also, heads up, I do have fake tan on my face and I put it on about an hour ago, so if my face starts to look like mud, that's because it's just moving everywhere. And then for foundation, of course, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. This is my favourite foundation of all time. It's really full coverage. It's like a medium to full, but it feels really weightless on your skin, and it's got like a really nice luminous finish. Blends like a dream. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I love it. And I'm just going to blend it in with a 106. And we're going to see how it goes. Okay, and then I'm going to do something that I've never actually done on camera before. I'm going to use one of the darkest sticks. This is Y445, so it's a couple of shades darker than what I am wearing. And I'm going to use this to cream contour. I did this with Julian when I did the masterclass, and I'm not a massive fan of cream contour, and I'm not going to lie, like, I don't do it on a regular basis because I feel like it either goes really well or really not very well. But it worked so well because it's just the same foundation, and obviously I love the formula of this foundation, and because it's on the top of like the same formula foundation, it just worked really well. So I'm just going to pop this like on my temples and like cheekbones, jawline, you know. I know it looks very warm at the minute, guys, bear with me, trust me. I'm just going to take a clean foundation brush and just like blend over top. If you go a bit heavy handed like I quite clearly just have, just take a bit of the normal foundation that you use, like the first shade that we used. Just gonna blend. Okay, I'm gonna set it all, and I'm just gonna use the Ultra HD loose powder wherever it's gone. Oh, in fact, no, I'm gonna do concealer first. Okay, that was quite a lot, Hannah. More than needed. I love that this concealer is actually like a yellow tone. Like, they do these in the same way they do the foundation. So there's like Y, this one's like Y23. You can get an, I think it's R for like rosy. I don't know, but like I just love that they do them actually a yellow tone, because you guys know I like my concealer to be yellow tone because the rest of my fucking face is. I'm gonna set with the powder, so I'm literally just gonna dip in. Okay, next I'm gonna do brows, and I'm gonna use the Aqua Brow, which looks like so. It's like a sort of liquid pomade situation. It's waterproof, so it lasts really long on your brows, and this tube must last a lifetime because you need the tiniest, like when I say the tiniest bit. It's nice and natural, which I'm a fan of. Like, I'm preferring a much natural brow at the minute. Can you hear my cat? Oh no, she stopped now because she knows I'm talking about it. I'm feeling the soft brow, you know? Okay, brows are on. This might be my favourite new brow product. Like, I love this way more than I used it the first time. I liked it the first time, but I've noticed that when you use it, it sort of sets your brows in place at the same time. So it's like I don't even need to set them with a gel because they're like just stuck and they sort of look fluffier. I don't know, I'm feeling it. I like it. I'm just going to finish off the eyes. I'm just going to do under eye and I'm basically going to mix like all the colours that I used on top like I always do. So starting out with this one and taking this the lowest. And then I'm going to use the sort of more warm terracotta shade and then like the darker purple as well. The brush that I'm going to use for this is the Real Techniques shading brush. I love this for under the eyes because it's quite stiff. So it doesn't blend the product like too far down, or it doesn't like move it where you don't want it to be, but at the same time it still blends really, really well. And then for lower lash mascara, I'm going to use the same one that I used on the top. This is the Smoky Stretch. It just looks like so. The thing that I like about this is the brush is really stiff, and I feel like the sort of what they call like the hooks on the wand really just like grab your lashes and lengthen them. It's not like flimsy or anything like that, it's really sturdy. And then on the inner corner, I'm going to use the Star Powder. This is in the shade 902, and I'm going to layer it with the Diamond one. The difference between the Star Powder and the Diamond Powder, this one's like a fine, like a really finely milled actual powder, whereas the Diamond Powder is like sort of glitter and it's a bit more chunky. Back onto the face, I'm going to use the Pro Bronze Fusion, which is one of my favourite bronzers of all time. It looks like so. I have the shade 251. As I've said in previous videos, the thing that I like about this is you can really build it up, so you can make it look really natural and just use it as like a really light wash of colour, or you can really go in quite heavy and have like a more structured look. Collarbones, we're going all out today, honeys. And then for my favourite part of any makeup look, I'm going to use the Pro Light Fusion as a highlighter. I mentioned this in my recent current obsessions and favourites and must-haves and whatnot. This one is the more goldy one. It's in the shade 02. They do a more pinky one as well if you've got slightly paler skin. I'm going to use a Duo Fibre fan brush for this, and I'm just going to whack it on. I love this because it's like a glow from within, you know? It's not got any glitter or anything, or like anything chunky in it. It literally is just like makes you glowing. I'm dead. I'm deceased. Collarbones. You thought I was gonna forget. I'm not. And then we're gonna go over top with Diamond Powder and Star Powder. So I'm starting with the Star Powder because it's a little bit more fine. I'm honestly just gonna go with it tonight. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm there. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life? No. You haven't. I'll answer that for you. Okay, for lip liner, I'm going to use one of the Aqua Lips. This is in the shade 1C. It's just like a really nice nude colour. And then for lipstick, wherever that has wandered off to. For lipstick, I'm going to use one of the Artist Rouge. This is in this shade C103. They've come out with a bunch of these. There's either a satin finish or a matte finish, and I'm in love, honestly. The pigmentation is so good. They feel very comfortable, they're not drying at all, they last a good amount of time, and they're nice to top up. That's one thing sometimes with lipsticks, like when you first put them on they're really nice, but then topping them up throughout the day isn't nice. These are nice to top up. I'm really impressed with them. And then I'm going to finish off with a gloss. This is one of the Artist Plexi glosses in the shade 300p. I love this. It's like a really nice sort of pale coral colour, but it's got gold, like glittery reflex in it. It's like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Other than the highlighter, I think we're done. Okay, Mist and Fix. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a massive thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what else you want me to film as well, because I'm trying to like plan videos at the minute, so tell me what you want to see and I'll write it down. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to the moon and back. I hope you have an amazing Halloween, because I won't speak to you on here before then. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below as well, and yeah, be safe, have fun. I love you.